I was already feeling like things were out of control. I tried carnivore, keto, the sad pyramid, the balanced plate, calories in, calories out. I tried all of those. Exercise until you can't stand up anymore because you're so sore. And then I went to my primary care provider, and he said, quite frankly, so you gave birth to a 9-pound uterus. That's what happened when I had my hysterectomy. And you've come in and you've gained weight a year later. Like, what happened? And it really was the right thing for him to say to me. My personality, I needed to hear it that bluntly. It got me thinking, and it got me looking to find someone who was going to match what I wanted. And for me, I did not want to spend the rest of my life tracking. I don't want to measure. I don't want to portion control. I was totally skeptical. The exercise requirement was my biggest concern because at the time, I've worked out before in my life, but at the time I was not doing anything. So I was like, I'm going to go from not doing anything. And what is this requirement going to be? Is it really going to be less than an hour a week? And it was. The other thing that I was afraid, but I took a leap, was that I would lose some weight and then just plateau. Every other plan that I've been on, you're yo-yoing, you're going back and forth. And this was not like that at all. Almost from the get felt very sustainable to me. My question over and over again to Petey was, is it okay for me to eat like this forever? And he said, yeah, that's the point. I was able to be consistent because I enjoyed what I was eating, and the exercises were super easy because I did them on the same days. And it just became an easy routine because it was easy. I know that's crazy. Nobody's going to believe me if they're skeptical. And I'm like, it was easy because it really was easy to follow. I have lost 59 inches, which I never would have believed, and I've lost almost 30 pounds. And it has allowed me for the first time in over 30 years, I'm not worried about my weight. I'm not worried about my health. I'm not nervous. I'm not waking up in the middle of the night thinking I'm having a heart attack. There's nothing health-wise that I'm worried about now. And that is a huge relief. I don't know if even I realized how much I was worrying about my health after the cancer diagnosis. And so to have peace of mind and feel like now I'm in control of where my health goes, it's changed my life. Why I think it worked is because it was so simple. There was no measuring, there was no tracking, there was no meal prep and meal planning. I just bought food, and then when I got hungry, I ate food. You know what I mean? It was crazy. In 16 weeks, I've really learned how to care for my body, how to feed it, how to exercise it, how to not exercise it and not overextend myself so that I'm not capable of moving the next day. I'll say this, I like the resistance training. I love the way I feel after I do it, which is probably what everybody says, but I do. I feel amazing. Everything has just been logical, or I can read about it. I'm like, of course that makes sense. Everything was right on. I got my blood work back today, and the phlebotomist asked me, is there any test you want to add? And I said, I don't think I've had my hemoglobin A1C done in years. She said, let's get it done. 4.7. How about that?